Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? I started this one seeding field 22 so that we can at least say that that task has been done. I have gotten a little bit of money from down at the BGA by selling a bit of silage. I have hired a couple of machines that we're going to be using later today, and the Russell Mash is ready to unload. So now that that one is done, I'm going to head back over to the Russell Mash and get that one unloaded. Right. We'll go up here, unload this, and then we can take this trailer full back to the yard. And I will also get that combine moving straight up and down the field rather than going round and round again. And we might be able to get out here and combine it, although I'm really not sure. I've got to be a combine it, bale all the straw. I really don't know about that. But anyway, my question for this week is I am going to get a bit more money from the silage that we've got, selling it at the BGA, and I'm hoping I'll be able to buy. If I can't, I'll rent either the T9 or the Quadtrac. It's your vote, it's your game. Head to the comment section down below and let me know which one you would like me to use. I will find a job to do with it next week. We will drive around on the small roads a little bit, just because it's going to be interesting to see one of those absolutely massive machines parading around on the tiny little map that we've got. Right, as soon as this is unloaded, we will go to the end of the row, and then we can change it so that it starts just moving up and down doing the land work. We're not going to have a huge amount more out of this field. It's only a small field anyway, so yeah, oh, there we go. Right. We'll also go and empty out that trailer, and then we can start work with a few of the other jobs that I wanted to get done. We can just sort of go back and forth to the combine as it fills, and everything, I'm hoping, will work out quite well. I just want to slowly bring the straw out. Remember, you don't want to leave it all clumped up if you can help it. So let's put that one away. Come down here. And now I want to change this over so that we are moving up and down the field rather than round and round. Let's keep it on the left. And everything, I think, is okay. Just in case you're wondering, for those of you who haven't really used the auto combine before, you press key number 5. Just press number 5 to bring up that little help thing there, and then you can make any settings that you want to, any changes, and then just press it again or press the X there to remove it, and then when you press H it will carry right on. And there we go. Right, he's away. We're going to go over to the tractor and carry this lot back to the farm. This is quite a big load, 36 tons in here. I'm assuming, I know that it doesn't directly convert over at 1,000 litres per tonne, but that is roughly the conversion rate that we're looking at. So we're looking at a 36 tonne trailer, or it's got 36 tonnes in it at the moment. It actually takes more than that, which is a huge amount. But then this tractor is fairly powerful. I can't remember the exact horsepower. I think it's about 320 horsepower, so it ought to be able to cope with it. Come out through there and down here. Right, I'll take this back over to the farm and then we can tip it into the pit. Just come in through here. We've got a full trailer, so we want to just come off the edge of it a little bit. There we go. Right, start tipping that. And I have got all the stuff that I was going to hire the MAN TGS down there. I also got the trailer, so we're actually going to do both of them together. I'm going to put the trailer onto the back of the lorry. I know I did say, do you want me to use one or the other? But I thought, you know, that ought to keep everybody happy, because I did have a few people say they wanted me to use the trailer. So I will use the trailer, it's just all going to be towed with lorry. I think that could be quite interesting. Although I've got to say, I've hired a load of stuff and it's down there. And I don't know if it's that, or the fact that we've got a couple of machines using the hired help. We've got the auto combine going, and I've also got hired help down there on field 22. But my frame rate has taken a little bit of a hit. At the moment, I'm about 15 frames per second less than I was for yesterday's episode and the day before. So I'm not sure. I'm just going to assume, because we did do some stuff with the auto, with the hired help and the auto combine. It's all being used before. So I'm going to assume that hiring all of the machines down there for the day have caused this slight frame rate hit. But hopefully it's not going to be anything that's going to affect it. I'm still running at between 30 and 40 frames a second, so we should be okay. It shouldn't be you shouldn't experience any lag or any juddering or anything. I'll whiz this back up here and meet you over by the... Ooh, whoops. Help if I stayed on track. I'll meet you back over to the other side. Well, I've got them all lined up here. I've got only one of the liquid manure tanks down there because I can't remember why. Oh, it was because the BGA was filled up and I wasn't able to get one at the time, but we should be able to get one now in a minute if I want to. I'm not going to worry about it for a second though. I've got the trailer here, and so I'm going to use this one or these. Well, I was actually thinking I was going to use those two, but I got a feeling. Oh yeah, I do have a bucket. Where is the manure for the cattle? We want another one of those, because we also want the transport boxes for the animals. Actually, let's do the transport boxes first. Let's do that bit first, and we'll head over to the other side. So there is the MAN TGS. It has got front linkage on it, great big agri tyres on it, and it's got a rear hitch on it as well. It doesn't have a linkage, a 3-point linkage on the back, but it doesn't really need it. So we've got a proper agricultural off-road lorry here. This thing is absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look inside the cab very quickly. Very nice. It's even a sleeper cab. You've even actually got a sleeper cab here, which is brilliant. I'm not sure what that is. What that bit up there is. I don't know. Oh, actually, you got the hooks down there. That might be the bunk. So you've got a sleeper cab for 2. Very good. There's a curtain rail at the top. It doesn't actually have one. I have spent a bit of time travelling around in a lorry. I don't actually have an HGV licence, but I have spent some time riding around in a lorry. This is a left-hand drive, so it's not a UK one. It's a continental one. Anyway, I didn't want to get out. I just wanted to come outside while I started up. There we go. So you got a... I'm guessing that's like a rear drive thing. Pressure system, keypad 6, fenster, ironing attacher, front lift, radio, activate work camera. Unfortunately, activate work camera is on the same setting as our start and stop. Right, I want the cattle and I want the animal trailers. So let me go back over to this one and back in. Now I think that we do actually have to get out of cab, because some of them you don't need to get out of cab to make them work. To hitch them, even though you've got the hitching bit. Now where? Oh, you've got to come all the way over here. Right. That's fastened on. It should lift up those feet. Should. Why isn't it lifting the feet? Unfold vehicle. Right. That one there. Oh, that's the back. So we'll do that. So that's the back of it. Change tool selection to go back to the lorry. I don't want to do that. Front lift. I'm trying to find out how to get rid of those feet. There's got to be a way to lift them up. N, close cover. No. Right, it's not close the cover. Q doesn't do it because of... Oh, hang on. No, I'm looking at it right here. Look, swap up, down, key 5, 6. Or key 5, key 6. That would have to be this one. That's key 6. Key 5. Right, I'm pressing key 5 and 6. That's not doing anything, so maybe it's on here. That's not doing it either. What do you mean swap up, swap down? Might be you've actually got to get out of the cab and do it against the legs. Yes, right. Right, you've got to do it against the legs. So that brings it in and lifts it up. That's everything on that side, is it? Yeah, and then this side it'll be the same. Oh no. Right, we come over this side, come round here. We can do it again. There. So I got to stand here and then I got to do it from both sides. So that was N and J for those two. Move support feet up. Right, that's the other side. They're up out the way with M, and N is for this side. Right, so that is how you got to do that. You've got to get out of the cab and approach it that way. So this is our animal transport box. I will reverse up and we'll get this trailer. I got the triaxle one. I thought the triaxle one would be a bit more interesting. So let me back into there and hopefully... Oh, that's a bit too far. Go about there. It does have PTO on it, so I'm assuming that there is somewhere to attach PTO as well. I thought you could attach this. Maybe I've wasted all my money. I really thought that you could attach this to the back of the lorry. I thought that you could do 2 of them together. Maybe you can't. I will just try moving it around a little bit. It might be that I'm not in exactly the right place. Well, that's about as close. Oh, Kenworth are on sale. I don't want to buy any Kenworth today, so it would appear that we can't actually use the trailer. I thought I was going to be really clever and get both of them together so that we could do 2 of them at once. Which is why I have gone and hired an extra trailer and an extra cattle trailer. Fortunately, I didn't hire another one of those. What a waste of money. Okay, they'll just have to stay there. They can just sit there and wait. We are going to drive over to the other farm. And I'll get rid of that now. Let's just check on the combine. The combine's almost full. So I will just do this little bit out of cab so that we can take a look here. That thing does look very cool. Go on up the hill. There we go. I do like this one. It does look very good. It's quite satisfying driving this thing around. I'm going to go this way round because I want to swing by the field so that we can empty out the combine, and then we will head over to the farm. Yeah, I really thought that I could have 2 with this one. I thought I could pull the trailer along behind it. The potatoes are ready. We will do those soon. We can't do them just yet, but we will be doing them very, very soon. Is that combine... Have I actually finished the field there? Let me just pull down here. I'm going to stop right here, even though I am blocking the traffic. And let's go over to that combine a minute. I have indeed finished the field. All on that one last row. I did sort of follow the combine down the field and empty it out when I brought the trailer back over. But that is all we've got. That's it. So it was 1.5 trailerfuls. Which isn't a huge amount, but then it is only a very, very small field. So I suppose that's kind of explains it. I am going to leave this one right here and the trailer, and I will go and tip that off screen in before next week. And I will take the combine back to the yard as well, because there's one more job that we're going to do with the combine, I'm hoping, at the end of next week. But the important thing, the first job we're going to do next week is harvest those potatoes. After the potatoes, the next job, because we're doing the stuff with the MAN TGS today, so we might have to finish that off a bit next week. But that'll be about it. You can fold that one back up as soon as that one's in. Fold that up. Right, I will put all of this back before next week, but we don't need to see that now. What we are going to see now is me bombing over to the farm. So we're going to take a load of each. We're going to do a load of cattle, and then we'll do a load of pigs, and we're going to take them over to the sell point and sell them, and then come back, sell the next ones, come back, and then once we've done those 2, we'll come back over to this side of the map, and we'll take some slurry over to the BGA and sell that. I know I said I was going to do manure as well. I'm just not really sure if we're going to have time. I might sort of squeeze that in next week, if I can find the time for it. You know, I am thinking that we might use, because we got that trailer there, we might just use that one to go on to the T9 or the Quadtrac, depending which one you guys want me to get. We could sort of use that to tow it around. I know it's a kind of a bit of overkill, really, using a 600 horsepower tractor to pull around a small trailer that could probably be pulled on a 50 horsepower tractor. So yeah, it is teensy little bit of overkill there, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Right, I'm up through here and hope that we don't hit any trains, because the barrier is being fixed, remember. I'm going to get up to the farm a minute, and I'll meet you up the top. Here we go. Just pull into this side, and I need to open those gates. Let's come down here. Right. I noticed that... Oh, I guess it must have just been a bit of buggy. I thought, because you couldn't hear it just for a second, I wasn't quite sure why. Now, which end do we go to pick up the animals? The pigs, it looks like we pick up there. Oh yeah, of course, because you had to open the gate, didn't you? At least I think you did. Where am I? I want to go back this way. So I think it's on this end, but we did have to open the gate when we did it before, didn't we? I thought we did. Maybe we didn't. Maybe I misinterpreted that. I wanted to do cattle first. The pigs are there. Let's come down this side. Got a little tiny bit of manure in there, but not very much. Right, we won't need to worry about that. Now, I think to open the back, we used... yeah, it was just X. Now, the thing is, it normally starts auto-loading before you finished opening the back of the machine. So, we just have to kind of ignore that bit. Although it doesn't appear that it's going to do that this time. So, let's come in here. Now, what's it going to do? Is it going to actually load it for me or not? Do I need to press... I'm not sure, because I pressed the button at the same time as I was going back. So I don't know if pressing the button started it loading, or if it was just because I backed in a little bit further. It's going to be one of those little mysteries that we may never find the actual answer to. So how many do we take? 18, 19, right. We take 20 cattle. That's not bad. It's not a bad quantity. I'll close the back up, and we can get moving while it's closing up. We're going to go around the top way. I think it's a bit more scenic up there. And I don't know if we're actually going to have time to move slurry today. I would like to. I'd like to sell a little bit, just so that we can say that we've done it, because I did say right from the start that we're going to do it, and it's not something you get to do on most maps. I want to put the cover on. I don't want them getting too hot or too cold or rained on or anything else. Our maize is coming along quite nicely, so we'll hopefully be able to get in there with the combine at the end of next week. I'm going this way now. We're going to take the scenic route. We're going to go past the castle. I will let you guys see this first journey, and then I will come back and do the next journey sort of in between, off camera. Come round. I did some driving in cab just now. I'm doing very bad driving now out of cab. I quite like doing out of cab driving, as you all know by now, because you just get to see the different things, like just the suspension working, or the triaxle on the back there, the rear wheel turning. Can't see anything now. Go by feel. It's never a good idea to try and drive a machine by feel. Ooh, that is a long way down. That is a very long way down. You wouldn't want to have an accident up here now, would you? Probably better if I don't do anything ridiculous, like trying to drive by feel. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, I am sorry about that. I wanted to try and get a really good view of this machine as we come down the hill here, because that looks sensational. That is brilliant. Oh, I'm loving that. I am absolutely loving it. Brilliant. Does that not look absolutely... The big agri wheels on the lorry, that really does make it. I think that really improves the whole appearance of it. Whoop, wrong way. It's a bit difficult driving while I'm looking away from you all. That's wanting to put me right. Okay, let's do this sensibly. I apologise. I've stopped being ridiculous now. Going to be a bit more sensible. Now, where is the sell point for the animals? I think they are this way. You can't see the indicators very well. That is quite poor, really. Oh, there they are. So we've got cattle in here. Sheep wool is in that one. And what's that there? Sandy Bay stores. Must just be a sell point. So we've got the cattle here, and the pigs are over on that one. So if I swing round and back into that sell point there a minute, I'm hoping we've actually got to lower the tailgate down before it will let us sell. Remember, sometimes I think some of the vehicles, it doesn't actually do that. We've got a man magically walking through. Right, you've got to actually physically start unloading to start selling them. £320 per animal, which is pretty good. We could do a second load of these if we wanted to. I'm not going to today because we're running out of time. We do have time to go up and get a load of pigs, and I'm hoping that then I got just enough time to get back to the yard and get the... just load that back up. Yeah, I'm hoping that I've got enough time to get back to the yard and swap over the trailers so that we can put the slurry tank on and hopefully get a bit of that over to the BGA. Right, come back up here. This seems to be the fastest way to do this. I will meet you up at the pig yard. Now all I got to do is back in there. I don't think that we're going to have time to sell any slurry today, unfortunately. But we will do that at the start of next week. I was about to turn around to see if I could... Oh, I might be able to do it on the mirrors. Can I do this on mirrors? Probably not. Go that way slightly. There. Yes, there we go. Back in. Like that. Oh, I'm doing it! I'm doing it on mirrors. Okay, let's open up the back. Let's see how well I done. It was a bit tight, but I did get in there. Excellent. I'm quite pleased with that. I do want to go back in a little bit further so that the pigs... Yeah, they start auto-loading. I didn't press anything there. And it's exactly the same number. So we have 20 pigs or 20 cattle. Which, I don't like that. I know that you get that on some of the animal trailers. But I don't like when you have exactly the same number of cattle versus pigs. Because a pig is a lot smaller than a cow. And you can get a lot more pigs into a vehicle. So we only get 20 pigs in here. When I would have said... Realistically, you're looking at probably 30 pigs in it if you could fit 20 cattle in it. But yeah, that's just a minor niggling detail. Right, we will go back over to the other side. I will go back round. There we go. I do love watching this thing drive. It does look absolutely gorgeous. I should have used this before, and then I could have used it a lot more. Done more stuff with it. Well, I'm going to use this one. I'll tell you what, I will use this one for harvesting the potatoes. Because I was thinking that we would store a load of the potatoes, but I think we might actually sell some of them direct. Although it's a shame we can't actually hitch on another trailer on this, so we're going to be a bit limited. No, we'll put the potatoes straight in the store. Actually, I don't know. I'll think about that, because I was thinking that we might sell root crops direct, but then it's going to take a lot longer to actually do the harvest, and time is now quite a major factor in everything we do. Anyway, I'll meet you back down the bottom. Here we go. Come in with the pigs. We'll see how much he sell for, and that is really all I'm going to have time for today. We will sell slurry at the beginning of the next episode. I'll have it ready so that we can sell it straight away. I'm not going to do this on mirrors. I'm going to do this like this so that we can watch it. Yeah, and I really don't know what I'm going to do yet with the potatoes, whether I will sell them direct or... yeah, I haven't decided yet. We'll have to see. Unload. There we go. Right, they don't walk down the ramp or anything, but they do sell. £247 per pig. That's not bad at all. I know you get the same number of pigs as cattle, and the cattle cost a little bit more to buy. But overall, it does seem to be a reasonably profitable enterprise. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So my question for this week is, do you want me to get the T9 or the Quadtrac? Which of these two tractors would you like me to get? I will get one of them next week, and we will use it for a task, if not a couple of tasks, if we can. I'll see what I can do about it, but I will get either the T9 or the Quadtrac. So head down to the comment section down below and let me know what you think. It's your vote. It's your game. I'm going to... Right, I'm not going to go back up to the top. I'm going to drive from here. I'm going to go straight back to the yard, and... yeah, I'll swap over and get the slurry tank on, ready for next week. And then at the beginning of next week, we will sell some slurry. I'm determined to sell at least some slurry. We may not get to actually selling manure. I did talk about doing it before, but it does look like we may not be able to do it, purely because we're going to run out of time. And I apologise for that. But if you've enjoyed this episode, please head down below and give me a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.